Hello. Today we'll move on and we'll look at a new topic that we haven't studied before. Now, the topic that we are going to study today is composition of two SHMs. Now, what do I mean by composition of two SHMs? If I have SHM, we have already derived the differential equation for SHM. हमने पहले से ही differential equation simple harmonic motion का differential equation derive किया है, and we got, if you remember, was d2x by dt squared plus omega squared x is equal to 0. अगर कोई भी पार्टिकल SHM एग्जीक्यूट करता है तो उसका ये डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन होगा, और इसका सोल्यूशन था, इफ यू रिमेंबर, x as a function of t was a into sin of omega t plus phi. मतलब उसका जो पोजीशन है it varies from the equilibrium position according to this equation. And if you remember, this is a linear equation, and so the position or the path that the object takes is linear. It is linear. इसलिए इस मोशन को हम क्या बोलते हैं? लीनियर सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन. इसका मतलब I have a pendulum, I have a very long string and I displace it slightly. तो वो पेंडुलम किस टाइप की मोशन एग्जीक्यूट करेगा? अगर मैं छोटा सा एंगल उसे दूंगा, आई एम नॉट गिविंग इट अ ह्यूज डिस्प्लेसमेंट. इफ आई गिव इट अ ह्यूज डिस्प्लेसमेंट देन देयर इज अ कर्व्ड सॉर्ट ऑफ पाथ. ओके, आई गिव इट अ स्लाइट डिस्प्लेसमेंट, तब वो ऐसा ऑसिलेट करेगा एंड इट्स पाथ विल बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. मतलब अगर मैं उसका ट्रैजेक्टरी ड्रॉ करूं तो उसका पाथ ऐसा होगा, एक स्ट्रेट लाइन पे, यहाँ 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 अलोंग अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. नाउ जस्ट इमेजिन आई टेक अ सिंपल पेंडुलम एंड अबाव द सिंपल पेंडुलम आई अटैच अ मोटर. मैं एक मोटर लगा देता हूँ और वो मोटर का काम है उस सिंपल पेंडुलम को ऐसे डिस्प्लेस करना, छोटे से डिस्प्लेसमेंट में पर कंटिन्यूसली. जैसे पुराने घड़ियों में या जिन पेंडुलम क्लॉक्स में हम देखते हैं, है ना, वो पेंडुलम घूमते ही रहता है क्योंकि उसमें एक मोटर लगी हुई है. अब इट्स मोशन इज इन वन डायमेंशन एंड इट इज लीनियर. एक ही डायमेंशन में लीनियर मोशन हो रही है. एट द सेम टाइम आई अटैच अ डिफरेंट मोटर. ये पहली मोटर थी, ये मोटर का काम है उसको ऐसे डिस्प्लेस करना. एट द सेम टाइम आई अटैच अनदर मोटर. इसी पेंडुलम को मैं एक और मोटर लगाता हूं जो उसको ऐसा डिस्प्लेस करेगी, एक ऐसे डिस्प्लेस करेगी, एक ऐसे डिस्प्लेस करेगी. अब उसका पाथ कैसे होगा? नाउ व्हाट विल इट बी इट्स पाथ? द आंसर इज you cannot predict, but one thing is sure. You cannot predict means we can predict, but one thing is sure that we do not know, we might not get motion in a straight line. अब तक हमें मोशन एक ही लाइन में मिल रही थी. अब जब हम दो तरह के SHMs उसको लगाए तो हम नहीं जानते कि वो मोशन एक ही लाइन में होगी या अलग होगी. नाउ व्हेन यू आर कंबाइनिंग टू SHMs on one particular particle, you apply two simple harmonic motions to one particle. Now you cannot say for sure whether the motion will be along a straight line. You might get a different shape and that shape might be two dimensional. So YouTube पे अगर आप सर्च करो for Lissajous figures के लिए जो हमारा अगला टॉपिक है, there you will see they take a pendulum, they fill the pendulum with paint. उस पेंडुलम में पेंट को फिल करते हैं and then they give it two different SHMs, and when you leave it, that pendulum executes some kind of motion and you get different shapes. on उसके नीचे एक पेपर रख दो and you get two different shapes. So that is nothing but you are combining two SHMs. दो SHM को आप combine कर रहे हो या compose कर रहे हो. That's why we call this topic as composition of two SHMs. When we have these two SHMs, तब हमें क्या shape मिलेगा? That is what we have to study today. Okay, that is what we will be studying. Now, basically the question that we are considering is, we are considering what if, my question is, what if one particle is subjected to two simple harmonic motions simultaneously, एक ही समय पर simultaneously. Okay, then its motion may or may not be a straight line. And what will it depend on? It will depend on दो SHMs है तो दोनों SHMs की क्या frequencies है? What are the frequencies का ही मतलब हो गया what is the time period. What are the frequencies? What are the amplitudes? दो अलग अलग SHM है तो दो अलग अलग amplitudes होंगे. And what is the phase? दोनों SHMs का phase क्या है? इन तीनों पैरामीटर्स पे बेस्ड आपको कोई कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मोशन मिलेगी. नाउ आप एक्सपेरिमेंटली करके यू कैन गेट द शेप, But can you first predict without doing any experiments? Can you still predict what shape will we get? That is the predictive power of physics. See, physics is beautiful because it has a very wonderful structure. वो एक logic को satisfy करता है. It is very pleasing because you get to know how this world works. But physics is useful because you can predict. You can not just get some laws, but उस laws के basis पे आप predict कर सकते हो कि कल ऐसा होने वाला है अगर ये सारी conditions follow हो जाए तो. The predictive power of physics is what makes it applicable, है ना? For example, we know gravity. We know ये earth की कोई gravity है and earth is exerting gravity, and if we want to escape this gravity, इस gravity को escape करके अगर हमें जाना है तो we need a particular speed. It is applicable because we can calculate that speed and we know that any object which goes by that speed can escape the gravitational field of this earth. That is why we can send satellites. See, we can predict the trajectories of bodies around us. We can predict the trajectory of a satellite if we launch it. That is why physics is useful. So what we are going to do is, without any experiments, we are just by using pure mathematics, we want to try and predict what kind of shapes will I get when I compose two SHMs. Now, this is a derivation. This is called analytical method. इसको बोलते हैं analytical method. एक तो हो गई experimental method. आपने experiment करके देख लिया कि आपको क्या shape मिल रहा है. Now what we are going to do is we are going to analyze. We are going to, just by using mathematics, we are going to try and predict it. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to do composition of two SHMs. हम दो SHMs को मिला रहे हैं and we are going to take a special case. Simple is हम दो से ज्यादा भी SHMs ले सकते हैं. What we'll do, simplest case is two SHMs, and to further simplify things, because we are just starting out, we don't know what we are going to get. To further simplify, we will say that these two SHMs are mutually perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular. SHMs भी है और दोनों perpendicular है. अगर एक SHM along x axis है तो दूसरा SHM along y axis है. So we are taking two SHMs which are mutually perpendicular to each other. Okay. So the first case is two SHMs which are mutually perpendicular, and having frequencies in the ratio 1:1. मतलब frequency सेम है, टाइम पीरियड सेम है. हमको सिमिलर फ्रीक्वेंसीज के दो SHMs लेके let us try and analyze. Okay, so then you can say consider a particle which is subjected to two simple harmonic motions simultaneously. That will be our first line. Now what will be the equation of motion for those two simple harmonic motions? The equation of motion will be given by, along x axis you will have a sine of omega t plus phi, and call this equation 1, and y, along y axis you will have b, amplitude is different, sine of omega t. If you have noticed, मैंने दोनों के बीच का फेज डिफरेंस जानबूझ के फाई रखा है. सो मैं ऊपर ही लिख देता हूं, हैविंग फ्रीक्वेंसीज इन द रेशियो 1:1 एंड फेज डिफरेंस फाई. मैंने फेज डिफरेंस फाई का आर्बिट्ररीली ले लिया है. Now many students are usually afraid of physics derivations, but physics derivations are not something to be afraid of. You get to learn a lot of physics, and in fact your problem solving skills and your analytical skills will also improve if you learn how to do the derivations properly. So now before we start with the derivations, think of what we are trying to do. See, if you try and memorize the whole derivation, it will always be very difficult. बहुत मुश्किल होगा. Best is to think कि क्यों, why are we doing this? अगर मैं ये कर रहा हूं तो मुझे आगे क्या चाहिए. If you are able to see the future, or if you are able to see the goal, not the future, if you are able to see the goal, you can take those steps easily. So now what is the goal? I have these two equations. ये बिना सॉल्व किए मुझे हर SHM के लिए पता है. My goal is I want to predict the motion. अगर मुझे मोशन प्रेडिक्ट करना है, और इस बार मोशन एक प्लेन में होने वाला है. See, linear simple harmonic motion is along a line, but when you compose two SHMs, the motion will be on a plane. किसी प्लेन पे आपको उसकी इमेज मिलेगी या उसकी फिगर मिलेगी. The motion that it undertakes or executes. Now किसी प्लेन में how many geometrical shapes that we know which are on a plane? Two dimensional shapes. We know circle. What is the equation of a circle? X square plus y square is equal to radius square. There is a straight line. Straight line भी एक plane पे होती है ना. Equation of straight line, y is equal to mx plus c. Ellipse x squared upon a squared plus y squared upon b squared is equal to 1. That is the equation of an ellipse. Similarly, parabola हो गया, hyperbola हो गया. Any two-dimensional shape has some equation. If you notice all the equations carefully, you have x and y combining together to give you some equation. Does any two-dimensional equation include time? The answer is no. But see, all our equations for SHM include time. So your basic goal, आपके दिमाग में एक ही चीज चलनी चाहिए. I am going to start here and my goal is to eliminate time. मुझे टाइम को हटाना है. मुझे टाइम को इस पूरे इक्वेशन से हटा के एक ऐसा इक्वेशन लाना है जिसमें x है, y है, कोई और कॉन्स्टेंट्स है, बट I should not have t. If you remember this goal, then everything that we do further will become very easy. So what is the first step you should do is, first step just rewrite this equation. इस इक्वेशन में को मैं ऐसे लिखता हूँ, a को डिवाइड कर देता हूँ, x upon a is equal to sin of omega t plus phi. Equation number 3, and this equation I am writing as y upon b is equal to sin of omega t. This is equation 4. Why did I do this step? क्योंकि मुझे ओमेगा टी को, यहाँ टाइम कहाँ आ रहा है, टाइम इज इन ओमेगा टी. ये ओमेगा टी मुझे हटाना है. जब मैं ओमेगा टी को एलिमिनेट करूंगा तभी मुझे एक ऐसा इक्वेशन मिलेगा विच हैज एक्स वाई एंड सम अदर कांस्टेंट्स बट विच डज नॉट हैव टाइम. अब अगर आप ध्यान से देखो, लुक एट इक्वेशन नंबर 4. इक्वेशन नंबर 4 में साइन ओमेगा टी है एंड वाई एवरीथिंग एल्स इज ऑन अदर साइड. यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है, हियर यू स्टिल हैव फाई. सो आई डिड दिस फॉर अ रीजन, ताकि इसके आगे मेरे डेरिवेशन में जब जब मुझे साइन ओमेगा टी मिले, आई कैन जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट y by b and I can eliminate omega t. That is why I have done this step. For any problem, अगर फ्रीक्वेंसी रेशियो 1:1 हो, 1:2 हो, या एग्जाम में वो आपको कोई और फ्रीक्वेंसी रेशियो दे दे, या इस साइन को चेंज करके कॉस फंक्शन दे दे, नो मैटर व्हाट यू डू, दिस इज द प्रोसीजर. पहले x by a, y by b को लिख दो एंड देन प्रोसीड. नाउ व्हाट यू विल डू इज, इसको सिंप्लीफाई करना. You cannot simplify this further. This is the simplest possible form. So obviously you cannot use this equation. Which other equation do you have? You have equation number 3. See, equation number 3 is sine of something plus something. So you can use sine a plus b, sine of a plus b. You can use that expansion and try and simplify this. So the next step will be to use sine a plus b or cos a plus b. You might know the formula from trigonometry. उसको use करके आपको इसको simplify करना है, ठीक है? So using that we will simplify this. What is sin a plus b for it? By the way, sin a plus b is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Let us use that here. This is my a, this is my b. So x upon a, I am rewriting this equation and expanding it in that formula. Sin a, that is sin omega t cos phi plus cos omega t sin phi. Now can I substitute this and eliminate omega t? Yes, I can substitute this here. I have sin omega t, but there is a slight problem. You cannot do that here. What do you do for cos omega t? So don't substitute. इसको ऐसे ही रखते हैं. जब तक हमारे पास दोनों जगह sin omega t नहीं है तब तक हम substitute नहीं करेंगे. I'll write this as it is. Sin omega t cos phi plus, see, cos omega t को I'm just going to change it. We know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, I can write cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. Therefore, cos theta के जगह I can always replace that by square root of 1 minus sin square theta. मैं हमेशा उसको इससे रिप्लेस कर सकता हूँ. So let me replace cos omega t by square root of 1 minus sin square omega t. वहाँ थीटा था, यहाँ ओमेगा t. 1 minus sin square omega t. Is this visible या ये बहुत छोटा हो गया? I think ठीक ठाक है, visible है. इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर दूँ. Plus square root of 1 minus sin square omega t. Okay. Sin square of omega t. और उसके आगे sin phi multiplied था, उसको as it is लिख दिया. Now I have sin square omega t. Now I have sin omega t. I have sin omega t whole squared. तो sin omega t मेरे पास y upon b है. तो using equation 4, I can write this as x upon a is equal to sin omega t के जगह मैं y upon b लिख दूंगा, cos phi as it is, plus square root of 1 minus sin omega t is y upon b और यहाँ साइन ओमेगा टी का स्क्वायर है, तो दिस बिकम्स वाई स्क्वायर अपॉन बी स्क्वायर, वाई स्क्वायर अपॉन बी स्क्वायर इंटू साइन फाई. नाउ इफ यू नोटिस दिस इक्वेशन, यहाँ मैंने ओमेगा टी को एलिमिनेट कर दिया है. नाउ वी आर क्लोजर टू आवर गोल. Can this be simplified further? Yes, I think we can simplify this. How can I simplify this? I'll just take this to this side. So this becomes x upon a minus, ये टर्म यहाँ एडेड है तो वहां जाके सब्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएगी, y upon b cos phi is equal to यहाँ क्या बचेगा, sin phi multiplied by square root of 1 minus y square upon b square. अब मैं दोनों साइड्स को स्क्वायर कर देता हूँ. So squaring both sides. I am squaring because I don't want the square root. मुझे उसको simplify करना है. और by the way, how did I get this? Using equation 4. Equation 4 को use करके I get this. ठीक है, 4 को मैंने substitute किया. Now just square this. इसको मैं square करूंगा तो a minus b whole square हो जाएगा. This will become a minus b whole square. So x upon a minus y upon b cos phi whole square. क्योंकि दोनों साइड को एक साथ स्क्वायर करना है तो ये दिस होल ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर, और इसका स्क्वायर क्या होगा, यहाँ दो प्रोडक्ट्स है तो उसको इजीली स्क्वायर कर सकता हूँ. साइन स्क्वायर फाई मल्टीप्लाइड बाय इन ब्रैकेट 1 माइनस वाई स्क्वायर अपॉन बी स्क्वायर. इज द लास्ट लाइन विजिबल? यस इट इज. आई थिंक आई ट्राई एंड राइट वन मोर लाइन ओवर हियर. सो नाउ आई कैन राइट दिस एज a minus b whole squared is a squared x squared by a squared plus b squared plus y squared upon b squared cos phi minus 2ab minus 2 times this into this x upon a y upon b cos phi is equal to RHS does not change. RHS is as it is sin square phi 1 minus y square by b square. Sorry for making it quite congested, but I want to use more of the board, that's why. Okay, x squared upon a squared plus y squared by b squared into cos phi minus 2 times this term is equal to this. Now just open this bracket. ये bracket को अगर मैं open कर दूं तो ये दोनों जगह oh sorry, there is a square here also. This is cos square phi, this sin square phi. अच्छा तो उसको यहीं open कर देते हैं. Let's open this term here itself. Sin square phi multiplied by 1 is sin square minus sin square phi into y by b, or rather y square by b square. अब इस टर्म को अगर मैं यहां लेके आऊं तो आई थिंक फर्दर आई कैन राइट दिस x square upon a square plus y square upon b square. Y square upon b square in this term and y square upon b square in this term is common. ब्रैकेट में क्या बचेगा, cos square phi plus sin square phi, which I know will become 1 plus something plus 2xy upon ab into cos phi is equal to sin square phi. Now this becomes 1. So finally I get x squared upon a squared plus y squared upon b squared plus 2xy upon ab into cos phi is equal to sin square phi. Let's call this equation number 5, and this is the equation of the resultant motion. जब आप दो SHMs एक ही पार्टिकल पे एग्जीक्यूट करो तो आपको जो आंसर मिलेगा ना उसका इक्वेशन ये हो, मतलब द पाथ दैट पार्टिकल विल डिस्क्राइब, वो पार्टिकल कौन से पाथ पे घूमेगा ये इक्वेशन डिस्क्राइब करेगा. सो दिस इक्वेशन डिस्क्राइब्स द रिजल्टेंट मोशन. अब इसको आगे हम अलग अलग केसेस के लिए सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, बट बिफोर वी गो देयर लेट मी क्विकली जस्ट रिवाइज व्हाट वी हैव डन. नो नीड टू गो स्टेप बाय स्टेप, यू जस्ट हैव टू थिंक ऑफ व्हाट वी आर डूइंग. दो एसएचएम्स है, सिंपल करने के लिए हमने दो परपेंडिकुलर लिए हैं, तो एक एक्स एक्सिस पे है x इज इक्वल टू a साइन, y एक्सिस पे y इज इक्वल टू b साइन. ओमेगा टी प्लस फाई, और यहाँ सिर्फ ओमेगा टी. फाई इज समथिंग दैट आई इंट्रोड्यूस जस्ट टू डिस्टिंग्विश, फेज डिफरेंस मैंने इंट्रोड्यूस किया. नाउ व्हाट यू डू नेक्स्ट, योर गोल इज टू फ्रॉम दिस यू हैव टू फाइंड अ इक्वेशन व्हिच डज नॉट हैव टाइम, जिसमें टाइम नहीं है. फाई इज फाइन, फाई इज जस्ट एन एंगल, फाई इज अ फेज कांस्टेंट, फाई डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन टाइम एनीवेज. सो फाई इज ओके, मुझे टी नहीं चाहिए, टी ओमेगा टी में है, So next step is write this as y upon b, write this as x upon a. ये ऑलरेडी सिंप्लीफाइड है, ये सिंप्लीफाइड नहीं है. Whichever is not simplified, expanded. आपके ये फॉर्मूला क्या हो गया, या तो इट मेक बी इन साइन टर्म्स या तो कॉस टर्म्स में होगा, तो उसको एक्सपांड कर दो. वंस यू एक्सपांड इट, रिप्लेस एवरीवेयर ओमेगा टी बाय, और रादर साइन ओमेगा टी रिप्लेस बाय y by b. For that you might have to use this formula, use some mathematical steps, some simple algebra, and finally get this. Is that clear? I hope that is clear. So just pause the video and write this down. Don't copy it, try and do it yourself. I'll erase it because we want to analyze this further. I'll just erase this. Yeah, so now what we do next is we try and analyze different cases. हम अलग अलग केसेस में देखेंगे कि कौन सा हमें ज्योमेट्रिकल शेप मिलता है. Let us just try and analyze and see what different shapes we get. What are the different possible shapes that we might get? So first of all is, the first case that we are going to see is case number 1. Case 1. Let us assume that there is no phase difference. There is no phase difference. Okay? Phi is 0. If phi is 0, that means two SHMs are in phase. है ना? अगर phi ही नहीं है तो दोनों का phase difference 0 हो गया, दोनों in phase है. Now phi is 0, तो sin phi क्या हो जाता है? Sin phi will become 0 and cos phi will become 1. Now substitute that in equation 5. So I will have, therefore, x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared. This is cos phi. So this becomes 1 plus 2xy. Just a minute. This should have been minus. Very sorry. Very sorry. I don't know whether I wrote it wrong here in this step, because that was a minus b whole square's expansion. So this should have been minus. My bad. Very sorry. This is minus 2xy upon ab. Cos phi value is 1 and sin square phi value is 0. So just take this there. X square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 2xy upon ab is equal to 2xy upon ab. Oh, keep this as it is. इसको ऐसे ही रखेंगे. Minus 2 into x upon a, y upon b. Now look at this equation carefully. This I can write as x upon a whole square. This I can write as y upon b whole square minus of 2 into something into something. Doesn't this look like a minus b whole square? Yeah? This whole thing is looking like a minus b whole square. So I will write this as x upon a minus y upon b whole squared is equal to 0. Take the square root, so you will have x upon a is equal to y upon b. So therefore, from this I have y is equal to b upon a into x. Is this looking familiar? क्या ये equation हमें familiar लग रहा है? Just to give you a simple refresh your memory, I think this might look similar to y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of a straight line. ये भी straight line का equation है, linear equation है, y in terms of x with a slope. So m, this is your slope, and what is the intercept? Intercept is 0. मतलब if this is x, this is y, this will be a straight line passing through the origin. And what will be the slope? Slope will be b upon a. अगर दोनों amplitude same है तो slope 1 हो जाएगा. Then your equation will be y upon x. So when your two SHMs are in phase, you should get y is equal to b upon a into x. That is, you will get equation on a straight line. अगर simple harmonic motion एक ही होता, if you had one simple harmonic motion, you got this straight line. अगर y axis में होता, you get this straight line. And if both are there together, you get this straight line. Are you noticing there is a difference happening because you are combining two SHMs? Okay, let's go further. What if two SHMs are out of phase? पहला केस था in phase. What if they are out of phase? If these two are out of phase, then phi should become 180 degrees. है ना? Sin phi will still remain 0. What will happen to cos phi? Cos 180 is minus 1. Cos 180 will be minus 1. Now, this will remain x square plus y square by b square. Sorry, x square upon a square plus y square upon b square minus of this term into cos phi. cos phi is minus 1, so this should become plus. This will become plus. Now this will become a plus b whole squared. So this will become x upon a is equal to minus y upon b. So there will be a minus sign. Again this is straight line. यहाँ slope क्या हो गया है? Slope has become minus b upon. See, when slope is positive, the line should be rising. When slope is negative, the line should be falling. This will be the line now. Again passing through the origin. Origin से ही pass होगी, but now the slope will become minus b upon. If the two SHMs are out of phase, you should get a straight line, but now its inclination is the other way. है ना? The inclination is in the other way. ये बड़ा आसान था, so that's why I skipped through this very quickly. Let us look at the next case. The next case is, I hope you have written this down. I'll just erase this. Next case is, what if my phi is 0, both SHMs are in phase. Oh sorry, both SHMs are mutually perpendicular. अगर दोनों SHM mutually perpendicular हुए तो, so this is case 3. Case 3 is phi is equal to pi by 2 and a is not equal to b. phi 90 है, मतलब एक x एक्सिस पे एक y एक्सिस पे है और फेज डिफरेंस भी उसका pi by 2 है. Mutually perpendicular and phase difference is pi by 2 and a is not equal to b. If a is not equal to b, let us see what happens. See, sin 90 should be 1 and cos 90 should be 0. Now look at this equation. X squared by a squared plus y squared upon b squared. This term becomes 0 because cos phi is 0 and that term becomes 1. What is this the equation of? This equation again looks familiar. This is the equation of an ellipse. है ना? एक ellipse है. How does an ellipse look? This is x, this is y. It looks something like this. This part is called a semi-major axis. This is A, semi-major axis. And this part is called a semi-minor axis. This is B. This is B. So this particular curve will determine, or rather will give you an ellipse. And then the fourth case is, what if the amplitudes are equal? What if A is equal to B? So then first of all this equation, x squared upon a squared plus y squared upon, instead of b squared I can write a squared is equal to 1. So I can write this as x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. This equation looks the equation like the equation of a circle. X squared plus y squared equal to radius squared. So now you will have, this is x, this is y, and you have a circle. Okay. So when you have two SHMs which are mutually perpendicular, and different cases will give you different kinds of shapes, and this is the analytical method to solve it. So the derivation is very easy. Don't be afraid of the derivation. It might look intimidating, but it's very easy. Just go through this whole thing and try and solve it on your own. Remember the points that I gave, and I think you should be through. You can also do this for different frequency ratio. Let me give you that as an assignment. One I have solved for you. Try and solve this one on your own. Try and solve this one on your own. Now take frequency ratio is 1:2. ठीक है? Frequency ratio is equal to 1:2. 1:2 मतलब एक SHM की frequency दूसरे SHM के twice है. So let x is equal to let's say x is equal to a sin 2 omega t plus phi. 2 omega t plus phi and y is equal to b sin omega t. अगर आप ध्यान से देखो, इसकी एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी ओमेगा, इसकी एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्वाइस ऑफ ओमेगा. सो इसका जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है इसके ये 2 टाइम्स है. जस्ट टेक दिस इक्वेशन एंड ट्राई एंड सॉल्व. द मेथड विल रिमेन सेम. x upon a, y is upon b. Expand this sin a plus b. Then substitute sin omega t is y upon b and get the answer. And again analyze it for different cases. And next time you should again try and get. You will get a few more shapes. Okay, you will get a few more shapes. So try and do this on your own. All right, we'll stop.